lot. And speaking of brilliance, I do, before we're almost out of time here, and I don't want the show to end without us recognizing the young brother who passed away. And I say young, Virgil Abloh, he was 41, so he's my age, passed away after fighting a battle with cancer. I didn't know a lot about his work, but obviously I knew about his work.
Yeah. He's amazing. He's the actually an artistic director of Louis Vuitton menswear, and he also did his own brand, Off-White. We saw Off-White a lot in the culture for Black Americans, rappers, all of that good stuff. We've seen that. And Virgil was battling a cancer, the name of it, but it's a cardiac, it was cardiac angiocarma. I'm saying that wrong, but it's a rare cancer.
I don't even know why he tried.
That was, it was a rare cancer that he was battling, but he battled it in secret for since 2019. We remember Chadwick Boseman, and remember how we were, a lot of people on social media were ridiculing him and not knowing what he was going through. So nowadays, I think, people might be battling something, and we've seen him. He's said that he's got some new things going on with Louis Vuitton and all these kind of things. But, for him to die at such a young age, a father, a husband, and be such a huge, very, very huge a pinnacle for the culture right now in every aspect. A Black man being a creative director for Louis Vuitton. Come on now. Now, just to have that it was amazing. It was great. But I want to talk about how people are battling things, and especially people of these stature, and maybe battling something in the quiet, and we ain't even know about it. It literally came out of random. When I saw that this man died, everybody was saying, wow, didn't know. Life is short, y'all. Life is short. Time does not wait for anybody. I'm glad that he was able to accomplish so many things. And I'm also glad that he kept that, within him and his family and friends, his close circle, because the world is a vicious place. The world, we are some kind of people. We'll love on you and turn around and be like, what's wrong with him? He's looking sick. It's just crazy out here, all that kind of stuff. But damn, it's sad to see this man.
41.
Queen, I would say this. When I saw the news, it instantly took me back to a brother named Patrick Kelly. And I'm not sure if you all know who Patrick Kelly was.
Patrick Kelly. Who was he?
But Patrick Kelly was born in Mississippi, Vicksburg, Mississippi. Wanted to be a part of the fashion industry, moved to Atlanta, opened up a boutique shop. There was a model who saw his work and encouraged him to move to New York, and so he could showcase his talents more. Ultimately, he went to Europe. But while there were people like Dior, Benjamin, Chanel, Saint Laurent. All of them came to this brother for his fashion. And he, too, at a very early age, and he's featured in the calendar on September 24th, a brother by the name of Patrick Kelly. Please look him up. And he, too, died at a very early age, 36 years of age. So as I looked at this story, it took me right back. And again, that's one of the things I'm talking about with our history. There's so many lessons in there that as you see events take place today, history will give you a reminder of things of that as well.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. You're right. And wow, this man really did a lot. This man really made a mark in places and here's what you were talking about, Dr. Mack, it's important for us to get into these spaces, right? White folks don't want to let us in, and it took this man a lot. He had to believe in himself with his own brand, and make sure that the fashions were cultivated and protected by us, because a lot of times we will see our fashions being on Instagram and all these social medias, and all of a sudden they are remade by these big brands, and the same thing, and sold for God knows how much, banking off of somebody else's idea. We see that a lot. We saw that in how pop was created with the remakes of a lot of Black artist's music. So here we are, and we see this. I think it was important to have him when we did, and to see that he can infiltrate spaces like Louis Vuitton. They thought they were bringing him in for diversity and inclusion, and he changed the game. So, you know, it is important to infiltrate these spaces, and it's important for us to make sure that we create history like this. So for when you thought of Mr. Kelly, you know, maybe in the future somebody else will be reminded of Virgil. So all of this does play a role, but I'm glad that we can see great people and remember great people in history, and that's what I want people to remember Virgil as. So
yeah.